So, welcome back to Fenrir and another video with the one and only Eileen the English Mastiff, the heaviest dog breeds in the world, also known for being incredibly difficult to train, very stubborn, not the brightest sparks, as they might say, but it doesn't stop us making sure that she is going to be the perfect canine companion. One of the things that I talk about in my Perfect Puppy course is about the importance of perfect basic obedience. And for Eileen, she's not going to be jumping through hoops and doing fancy agility and obedience. But what I need from her, especially being a giant breed, is to be under control. For her to be under control, I want her to be able to do a good sit, stay, to be able to wait calmly, patiently with good manners, walk nicely to heel, and come back to me when I ask. If I can achieve that with her, then I'm going to be incredibly happy, and we absolutely can. Today we're working on a little bit of recall. Again, sessions with a breed like this need to be short and sharp. If this was a Labrador, a Malinois, a Shepherd, we could make this 10 minutes and we could really drill it. We could make huge progress quickly. To be a good leader for Eileen, we want to make it short, sharp, keep it fun, keep it engaging, and finish on a high. We can still achieve the same things, but it will just take longer with more patience and more consistency. So I'm here with my wife Rachel. This is going to be one of the very first sessions that Eileen's really started to work on kind of formal recall training. We've been doing lots of free shaping with it when we've just been out in the garden, when we've been out in the house, really reinforcing any time where she naturally comes to us, trying to find opportunities where we're layering up, adding commands to when we know she's coming already, just building that concept of coming to us is a good thing. Now in this more formal session, we want to start making that an obedience drill so we can put it on command. Again, we have to take our time, as you can see. She's still so young. Most puppies this age are zipping all over the place, trying to chew and destroy everything. She's quite content just to sit and kind of chill out. So Rachel's going to start this drill by getting dead excitable and bring her, and at that moment where Eileen makes a decision to go to her, she's going to use her verbal cue of Eileen, come. And then when she gets to her, she's then going to reinforce that, praise it with some treats, and then I'm going to do the same. And we're going to try and get, again, if this was a more highly trainable breed like a Labrador, Malinois, Shepherd, I might be looking at getting 10 to 20 reps in. With Eileen, I'll be happy with 3 or 4 successful reps, and I'm really going to ensure that I finish on a very good one and leave her wanting more.
Eileen, come. Good girl, good girl. Oh yes.
So as you can see, that in itself was very challenging for Eileen, just because of the kind of breeches. They're hilarious for this reason, but we're going to stick at it. So while she stood up, I'm going to try and not let her sit down. So Eileen, oh Eileen, yes, Eileen, come. Oh, good come, oh Eileen, yes, good girl, good girl. So we're going to ride this momentum now.
Eileen, come. Oh, good girl, good yes. Oh, you got eaten it, stuck to me. There. Good girl, good come.
Eileen, Eileen, come. Oh yes, good come, oh good come Eileen. Oh yes, what a good girl, what a good girl. Now if we can get one more each way out of this, I'll be really happy. But again, just trying to make it fun. It took a little while to get going. Let's ride the momentum. I'll try not to talk too much.
Come on Eileen. Oh good come, good girl. Good girl, good girl. You've got it.
Eileen, Eileen, come. Oh yes, good Eileen. What a good come Eileen. Oh, you've dropped it again. Oh, good girl. Oh, yes. And genuinely, that might... Oh, got one more treat.
Good come, good come.
And that is where we're going to cut the session here. So we've done 4, maybe 5 reps max back and forward. But as you could see, even get Eileen going. Again, if this was Joe's behind the camera, I'm sure if that was Riley with treats out, how would she be acting?
Oh, like 50,000 reps.
Yeah. Anything for food.
Yeah.
It's all about realistic expectations. Now, we give you a guidance and a guideline in our Perfect Puppy course to follow, and we're following the same thing. We just need to be aware of where Joe might be able to comfortably get 50 reps in of this now. We're going to max out at 10. And if Joe cuts down to an hour and looks at what just that one session has done, we now have one tired English Mastiff. She's been asleep for nearly 2 hours. We had to wake her up to get her outside to go to the toilet, and then we tried to train with her now because she's due a lunch, and we're thinking, well, she's going to be hungry, and we're going to try and keep her going while she's hungry and had a good sleep. As you can already see, the energy levels are just so low. She's got so much growing to do. She's one of the heaviest breeds in the world. getting her up and excited about doing anything is going to be a challenge, but if we ask too much of her, she's going to get very bored very quickly. So we want to make it fun, we want to make it engaging, but we want to make it short and sharp, and it's about getting lots of sessions in, but keeping those sessions short. And then eventually, over time, we will do the same amount of reps as somebody with a Labrador or a Malinois or a Shepherd. It will just take us longer with Eileen to get there, but the result will be the same. That we'll do this in this environment. We're going to move around so that there's more space between us will be the next steps. Then we'll go out into the garden where there's no distraction. Then we'll go out into our big paddock where there's more distractions and we can create even more space. But even then we'll still only be doing, and when we're doing longer recalls, we might get 1 or 2 each way, and that'll just knacker her out and that'll be enough. But then we'll start layering it up again in more busier and busier environments. Now what might take a Labrador 3 months to go through that process, Eileen might be 12 or 18 months, but that's absolutely okay, because as her calm, consistent, loving leaders, we know that that's what she needs and that's her realistic expectation, and we're going to get there. Now if you see, like I say, that was the exercise that she's just done, and now look at this puppy that we've got. That's just the situation that we're in, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't train these dogs. You just need to have realistic expectations of these dogs, and that's what a live, very early recall session will look like with myself. And they might go, oh, is that it? Yeah, but we'll do it again and again and again and again with more consistency than anybody else training dogs, and we will have a perfect recall. Simple. See you on the next video.